Hello folks and welcome to the National 2025 Youth Championships here in Ballina, New South Wales. It's the Boulder and Lead this weekend, folks. We've got over 300 competitors from all over Australia travelling here for the competition. We've also got some international competitors. Our compadres from New Zealand have travelled across as well, folks. So over 300 competitors competing for the final spots. It's going to be awesome, action-packed. So I'm excited. Hope you are too. So let's get into it. Hello folks, welcome along here. Jason Witten here with you on this a little bit rainy day, but I tell you what, no one's got a rainy attitude. We are at the 2025 National Youth Bouldering Championships, coming to you live from lovely Ballina. It's lovely in the wet, it's lovely in the sun, but there are hundreds and hundreds of youth national competitors from Australia and New Zealand here today, and has been from yesterday and all over the weekend to come. Folks, you're in for a bit of a treat. We are absolutely excited to see what happens here, but before I get into it, I get a bit carried away, I get excited. I need to introduce my compadre, Ian Martin. Welcome to the commentary box again, mate. Yeah, great to have you here. Let's see what... Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Good to see you, mate. We're back in the studio and everyone's out competing. But we've had, I think there's been over 300 competitors join or descend upon Ballina over the last couple of days. And I tell you what, it's exciting. Plenty of kids out there, young adults keen to go. But we're going to jump straight into it, folks. We are kicking off with the Youth A Boulder Championships. Who's in the lineup today? Folks, we've got 10 competitors as well, and it's usually 6 or 8 competitors in the competition. Finlay, Aston, put it back to the competitors, please. Marty, as we go, there's us again.
Today is a 5-on-5 off format, a little bit different from qualifiers. We have 4-on-4.
The slight difference this year is we've got the top 10, as you can see them coming out in this division. It's commonly up to about 8 or 6 in previous years that we've seen, which is nice. It's nice for more people who've made this commitment to come out to actually get that chance to turn the competition on its head. And you can see somebody who qualifies in 10th, you know, have an absolute banger performance and still take the top spot. So it's all to play for today.
There is a few names here that we're familiar with, but certainly a few names that we're not familiar with here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the top of the mail list, you see who will be coming out last. As it, you know, you might commonly be aware that we sort of do bottom to top normally. But yeah, we have Kyle, who's the Queensland, we know him locally. Kyle, Queensland captain for his division.
Yeah.
He qualified in first, absolute bomber performance. But yeah, we had.
Because you got Kyle, Finlay, and Boston Denier. We've seen him around the traps a bit.
Yeah, exactly right. And Jano, they're the Queensland guys that we know familiar. But to be honest, all these athletes from there obviously dominate their states, and even the whole field yesterday, everyone gave it their best, and it was really competitive to get down to the 10. I mean, as you can see them all here. It will change a little bit, obviously, as they go through, because the 10th qualifiers come out first. So it's yeah, we're straight into the action. As you can see now, these problems here, they all look pretty hectic, don't they, Jess? I mean, this...
Yeah, they do, and the qualifiers were pretty hard. And I mean, really, it's big shout out to the setting team. They're always trying to get it right. And you've got quite a vast field here across the finalists and the competitors. You know, you've got people like Atako, who just took out the actually open boulder in Queensland, and she's still young enough to compete in the youth and the junior section. So absolutely hardcore.
Well, that's what to be honest, I was just a bit crazy because I was watching these athletes then, and I was like, I'm sure that it's the youth A male and females first, and I was reading out the juniors, and I was like, but it's me. You understand, I'm always a little bit off killer. So for you guys at home, I apologize and share it from this point on. But yeah, we are out with the juniors, and this makes more sense now. I'm seeing it. But yes, so basically, yeah, we saw Atako, who won the Queensland States in a dominant fashion 2 weeks ago. Did pretty much the same in her qualifying today. She topped yesterday. She topped everything. Only 2 boulders that she didn't flash, which is a pretty incredible feat. She's
an incredible athlete, and we've seen her come up, you know, just romping through the ranks over the last 4 years. Absolutely golden. But here we've got, I think this is Jack and Gabriella, isn't it? Actually, we're top 10. Nigiri and Jack, I think. Oh no, other way around. I keep getting them upside down.
It's going to be a long day strapping, and we'll be back on top because of the changes to the setup. Like I say, we're straight into the action, and very rare, but actually a good tip of the hat to the competition is they got away bang on time today as well, which is good. So as you can see, with the extra boulders, what they'll do is the traditional format we see, where you can see them 2 coming out together, the male and females competing, and there's 46 seconds left of this one. Now these 2 boulders actually look insane. When you're in the facility, you realize how overhung this one is as well, which is pretty hectic. But yeah, so just to give you all a bit of an idea, so Uma, who qualified in 10th, will come out first, as you see. Same with Archie, and they'll work their way through all the way up to first place, which will be 2 international athletes in the male division. We had Luca and Finlay, who qualified first. And then in the females, the first qualifier was obviously Atako, and then Olivia Horsrup from WA in 2nd position.
Yeah. Well, it's plenty of action here, folks. We've got 10 competitors. Let's talk a little bit about, a bit of a shout out to anyone joining us on YouTube. Thank you for joining us today on the live stream. Great to see a few of you on already, and give us a shout out in the chat. Who are you barracking for? Who are you supporting? I mean, we
want to know.
Supporting climbing is always great, but let us know if you're supporting a particular person today. The live stream usually goes out, all over the world. We've had people watching from across the nation and across countries and whatever. But we do have a few New Zealand athletes who've travelled over as well. So that's always great to see a little bit of international in the mix.
Yeah, and it was nice yesterday because we were obviously at the venue. It was a bit of a wet day outside, but they did really well and coming in. And I was chatting to a lot of the athletes under some gazebos and so having a bit of a chit chat. And I chatted to one of the New Zealand athletes and his dad, and it was just business as usual. They said, look, we want him to experience these comps, have a bit of fun. He looked very relaxed, and that's the thing with these events in Australia, which other countries don't quite understand, is even though it's like, it's a national final, it's a 5-hour flight for some athletes from Perth. It's crazy. That could get you across Europe. I could get to Greece in 4 hours from my house.
Travel across 16 different countries, but big shout out to the Western Australians too.
I always think that's another tip of the cap. If you are watching it internationally, just keep in mind some of these athletes, and although it's a New South Wales event, it was an hour and 20 for us to drive down, wasn't it? So
absolutely.
It's not. It's sort of a board. Is right on the board. It's kind of a unique spot, this gym, and it's a really cool facility. So if you are close enough, make sure.
Yeah, pop on by. It's a very unique spot right there on the river. A beautiful atmosphere and fantastic gym as well. Great owners and a good community down there. So big shout out to Climbing Jungle. If you're around, pop by. But we've got a bit of a shout out here for the ACT crew. From, I think it's Julianne. Probably should put my glasses on to read that. But thanks, Julianne. Great to see you here and supporting your crew from a distance. We've got Beth Cowling waiting for Kyle. That's great. It's always good to get a little bit of banter in the chat, folks. So feel free to shout out and support whoever you're here to support. And away we go. We've got Grace and Cohen.
I'm going to say Grace is the only female international in this division. Again, rocking the New Zealand jersey, I believe. And then we also have, out in the male division is one of these aforementioned WA climbers, Cohen.
Yeah.
So, this start, Jess, we're looking into the climbs and going down. I mean, it's such a hectic move. Like, you're going to try and pop to a palm press while you're completely inverted on that white hold as Grace just tried there? Or do you do that big, positive reach above your head to that little crimp? It's quite
a little start.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Well, a bit of background on Cohen. He competed in the Opens not so long ago, a week ago, so he's done the trip back and forth a couple times. But again, just a compliment to some of these young athletes, how strong they are, and how capable they are across multi-disciplines. And
made Queensland's Boulder States and
Queensland States, that's right,
finals, and we saw him compete and hold his own in the finals. And 2 short weeks, I wonder if they stayed the whole time, but 2 short weeks later, he's back here and and going again. But
shout out to the mums and dads who get the kids here, there, and everywhere. It's always great to see. You're a part of a climbing team when it comes to that.
Nothing about your support system, right?
That's right.
I mean, this male boulder that Cohen's on, it's it's a little bit more straightforward in terms of how trying to figure out as he does
powerful,
something unique. But I was going to say, incredibly powerful, engaged from the beginning, and not the best pinches either. And some of the holds look relatively positive, but because of the angle, you get your full weight on everything from the start. So it's quite interesting to see 2 quite different boulders. But hopefully as we progress through the field, we'll see a lot of different betas. But I think you kind of have to swing that foot and jam it.
Yeah, and probably maybe that red jib on the black there. But Cohen will work it out. Probably not enough time to get it done. But we do have the format today, folks, is World Cup semi-final format. What does that mean? We have multiple competitors out in a rotation. So we have one of the female, one of the males come out, and then there's a 15-second rest, and then the next set comes out. So at any one time, we're probably going to have about 8 competitors on the wall. So it's going to be all action stations here in a moment, folks. So it gets a bit slower and starts a bit slow, and then it gets absolutely flat out.
Block, right? Yeah, it's crazy. And here's the next couple out as well. So we're going to see Mia, I believe, will be the next one out, local to us, also competing in the States. So here's Mia, and then in the male division will be Cameron Dillon. So we're trying to give you a little sort of look at everybody on their first boulders as they come out. But then they will progress around and be climbing the other boulders as well, which we'll get to for you. But at the moment, it's good. Let's see how Mia goes. She's very, very dynamic as a climber, but a little bit shorter.
Yeah, and she's reasonably experienced in the competition space. This is great, making some... now that's clever, sort of making some movements across here, using that. Wow, okay.
Yes, so there you go. I didn't think that was humanly possible, so good shout to Mia. Yes, Mia.
Looking really strong on this one, and makes it to the zone, and the crowd love it. Oh!
And we're just jumping to this one at the opportune moment. Unfortunately, she didn't top down. So now you can see this line of 3 boulders. So we do see Archie trying that first climb from this angle. Now that here you can see, the second boulder way there, just to the right of Mia. They do all get to come out and look at the climbs together, so it isn't that you're getting extra info. But I do think there is a little bit of an advantage competing and qualifying first, because I'm always, in all sports, but I think the thing about climbing is you get to hear the cheers and you get to, the support, you get to that psychological feeling of like, oh, they didn't get this one, I got it. You sort of have a rough know of where you are in the system. Whereas if you're the first out, you just have to top everything and hope other people don't. Where, there's a bit of gamesmanship really, where you can, if you hear a cheer, you're like, okay, so there's a big move in this one. Or
absolutely.
Which I like. I think it's just why you go, gusto from the start to try and qualify first. So Mia's back in this spot.
Yeah, and you know, if she gets a bit of progress here, she's reached the zone, folks. So the scoring is you know, zone in the first tape, the first tagged piece there to the top, and this is looking good.
No, come on, lean back.
Oh,
Plenty of time though, plenty of time. She needs to just give herself 30 seconds to shake it out now.
Yeah,
that's definitely the most progress we've seen. And this is quite a polar climb, the next boulder. This slabby step through.
A little bit more on the slab, this one, and yeah.
Good use of the angles, come on.
Well, it changes it up for the competitors as well, and you know, you start out all guns blazing, literally, the guns out, sun's out, guns out, and then you go into a slab. So you know, it really keeps the competitors on their toes, and you know, showcases their athletic abilities, and you know, I think it's fantastic to see the setting as well, and see how the competitors react and work out the boulder problems.
I've got to say, the uniqueness of this event is that it's actually boulder and lead sort of in unison, really. You know, we start with the boulder with the older kids this morning, and then we go to the lead with the younger kids and top rope, and then we swap. Whereas normally you will see, if you've been with us in previous years, we have one solid day of finals of boulder, and then, you know, 2 days time we'll have one solid day of finals with lead. So it's kind of a nice mix and match for you. You get you know, blended entertainment.
Absolutely.
So you're in for a treat today.
Well, we've got you know, we've got 3 boulder streams on this morning, and then this afternoon we've got a couple of lead finals as well. So mate, it's a big day of action for all the competitors and for anyone who's watching the stream.
Yeah, it was awesome to you know, to be in and out and see all the cheering and all the support, and I think the guys said they're going to get, look, they've got this multi-view up for you now, so you'll see all the different boulders as you progress. And what you were saying about the iPhones, Jace, last week, is that the pinch and zoom technique that's available? I don't think you can do it on me.
Yes. Thanks for pointing it out, folks. I think we've gone live on the wrong live here today. It says the lead finals, Youth B, Youth A and Junior. That's not what's going on. So a few technical difficulties here, folks, but appreciate the shout out. This is the Youth A Boulder. Youth A Boulder, and the lead will be on this afternoon, folks. So we've got Youth A Boulder this morning. This one is the male-female Youth A Boulder. Junior Boulder is on from around about 11 o'clock. And then the Boulder Youth B is on about 1:30. So if that's what you need to know, that's kind of what's going on, folks. So have a little look at that, and we'll update the naming convention.
Look, it's not only the kids that we want to give a little challenge to. They're competing. You've got to face your own hurdles as well. So for the spectators, a little bit of excitement for you there as well on the name, keeping you on your toes. But yeah, basically we can get that sorted. The main thing we want to say is that, you know, the athletes. If you don't know the athletes, you're getting to watch top level, whatever division you're watching. And this is the youth A's. So like I said, we're going to get to see all 10 of the top 10 in this division filter through until we get to, you know, to find out who's going to take these medals home. With the internationals, obviously, if they do a sensational job and take top spot, they obviously won't take the national title. They will just take that podium. There'll be a split podium. Going to try and get you a bit of different angle here. We've got the roaming cameras now as well for you to give you that up close vibe.
Yep. Well, it seems like the ambience in the gyms might be a little bit loud, but we'll see if we can keep that tuning up. It's always good to hear the shouts from the crowd. But we've got our next couple of competitors out and about, starting their first boulder problems.
Yeah, exactly right. And obviously, if you bear with us, in terms of the venue, obviously the first time the team worked in this venue, but also there's so many spectators, judges, and in these national things, you got your coaches. You can see the huge crowds of people. You need one filming judge, one normal judge. You need a coach there. It's quite interesting how many people are required to make the cogs turn in these and make sure that there's no missteps or missed decisions. So it's
absolutely,
it is ran at the the top level by the team. There's the route setters in the bottom left corner, a few of them there.
Well, if you think about 300 odd competitors, there's probably, if you include at least one parent.
Guardian, yeah, one guardian per, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is probably 1,000 people descending and organising a competition. But big shout out to everyone. It's great to see the sport growing, and it's exciting to see the young talent coming through in.
No, yeah. Look, we've been doing it for a few years, and it never gets tiresome seeing new faces pop up and surprise you.
Yep.
A few of the kids in this division as well. When we were watching the States only 2 weeks ago, we saw it was Summer and Christelle, who've been competing over in Europe in the Youth World Cups.
Yes.
Now they've flown back and they're in the Nationals.
So. Cohen looks like he's going to have a top here. One more hand, and that's it. Excellent. I'd be happy with that. Didn't really make as much progress as he wanted on the first boulder, but it looks like the second one. Or was that the second or the third?
That was his third, but I believe what I was going to say is the interesting part here is that as you see the boulderers, nobody's really figured out that Mia bump that she did on that first run so far. Getting
across to, a bit of a toe heel cam there and get further over. Match on the start holes.
Yeah, I think
here we go.
Quite an experience, but she has done the match. Yeah. Because Indy, we've been watching her in the go for a long time as well. She's a vet. It's weird to call these kids veterans, but 16-year-olds. Another veteran
experience, maybe in experience.
Yeah, cool. Experience probably much more appropriate. And, but this is it though. You see, this is where you realise the lack of positivity on the holds and that engagement of the angle, because everything has to be so precise because you are fully on it from the start. And just
nice. Well, the scoring system or the process, folks, if anyone is on the live stream or listening in to the replay, how does the scoring system work, Ian? Well, you've got to make a start at the bottom. You can see 4 pieces of tape, folks, and those pieces of tape, you need to start stably at the bottom, touching each hold or piece of tape in whatever format you want, but you've got to start with 4 pieces of contact, and then you move your way up the wall, boulder problem, following whatever route that you feel is going to be best for you. But you do get a score at a zone, pretty well halfway through or thereabouts, and then a score at the top, and the top needs to be two hands in control at the top. So
yeah, exactly. Usually it's that first sort of cruxy move, the first once you got through that most difficult part, which, like you said, is usually around the middle of the climb, you have this sort of like a checkpoint if you're a video gamer and not a climber, and you just try to switch. Like here, which is you got your points recorded to this level, and then you progress to the finale of the climb, which on this female slab is insanely small. Another little jib, so it's going to be as a lean back and. Kind of be tricky to see how she does it, because I think you're gonna have to get a.
It looks like
heel,
it's
there's nothing else.
Maybe a little heel balancy move at the top there, or some small balanced dead point on a really high foot, but we'll see.
There's a subtle angle change to the wall as well. We kept. I was wondering how you can do it, like if you step up and put your left base of your foot on the top to rock over that. We'll see. It's interesting, and I like this. I mean, if you're at home, it's a game I like to play. Is think about the betas, So if you're watching it, going, "Nah, they've got it wrong," or the athletes should maybe try this. See if you get proved right, or
see what
as
happens.
I often do, get made to look a fool.
Well, here you go, folks. We've got hopefully all of the boulder problems in view, in shot in the Super Source. Now, if you are at home on your iPad or an iPhone, you can pinch and zoom in YouTube, and that's not too bad. I'm sure you can do it on a computer as well. So there is a lot of action, a lot of competitors, and hopefully this gives a little bit more visibility to those watching at home, trying to keep an eye on the person that they're supporting. So enjoy.
So delicate, this first move in this red female boulder. I mean, Mia's basically got a
face to the wall. Yep.
We've got this big dino, which you see it crosses on the top left. You'll see it just caught that 2 underclings there. We go nice.
Oh wow, there we go.
An epic shot.
That is an epic shot for sure.
Full campus mode there. Yeah. Okay.
Well, there you go. We have to be across two shots on that one. That's how far that boulder problem goes. But we do have a full complement of competitors on on the wall and running
There's just
through.
so much to happen, and like we said, because it's such a like a long, narrow facility, with the judges, we have to respect them first. But it's good that we can get like credit to the teams to get something to show of it all. It's always impresses me. We're a different venue each time, and usually it's the first time, especially with nationals. Not many places can hold them 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Well, and it's great to showcase all of the amazing facilities around the country, and this is certainly one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, come on, we're going to see this top good.
Yeah, another top.
Nice boulder.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, that's I mean, that's the beauty of this different facilities is people used to say, oh, there's a big home field advantage. But if you were to look at the route setting team, for instance, we had Sam Lavender, who's essentially a Queensland but now lives in Melbourne, setting in Melbourne gyms. Emma Haran from Nomad, we had, Yossi, we had Carly from Villa. There's different setters from all over. There's a team, I think 10 route setters in full, plus helpers, just all from different gyms. So there's not really like that home advantage, if that's what anyone at home's wondering, or, is there a benefit to it being there? Yes, you'd know the wall angles, but, the hold sets that are used, that are picked by the route setters, the combinations, these are route setters that potentially have only worked with each other once, or at a previous national. So it's always unique boulders that are set. So here's the next 2 out. Shout out to the ACT earlier. So here's one of yours on the wall, and they're getting underway now.
Absolutely. Now, well, we've got a good number of people watching on, and this is a direct. That was a bit of a direct beta there, and
interesting.
Yeah.
It's it is cool to see. I don't know if me meant to match the trousers to the jersey. I was going to see all the shirts. I really like the ACT shirt. I think we said it last time, but they're really nice shirts. There's a couple of them. All the shirts are cool for their own sort of boldness. The maroon and the blue. But I always like the ACT one. That's a really nice shirt.
Absolutely.
Come on, bud.
She's made the zone now, Mia. She got a zone before, but not a top. So I'm sure, as everyone would want to, a top is, and it's maybe rushing that a little. Still, a minute to go now. We saw this direct beta before, and it looks powerful.
A little bit of extra reach, but it is powerful. Yeah, here we go. Come on. So far we've got Cohen at the moment, who will be in first place because he topped, and Cameron topped the second boulder too. So we do see that out of the 4 boulders. Cohen and Cameron are both top one, but Cohen in slightly less attempts.
Yeah, we've had a couple of tops, but a long way to go, folks, and certainly, arguably, the top 6 still to come.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, come on.
She's worked out her beta
here. Going that direct beta, which is so bold.
And it worked well for the first time, and often if you're close to it, you stick with it. That what happens with a bit of a beta.
So true, isn't it? The curse of chaos. It's like if you feel like you've got it, like, okay, cool, just lock it in on that. That's perfect for me. And this is also sometimes a benefit is having to fast slab. I think this is going to be too fast because you've got 4 seconds.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well, that's
sometimes
actually I think well that Mia okay, I think it changes over 15 seconds, the clock. There you go, folks. That's the setting and location. It's absolutely fantastic. The big building there, you can see the crowd outside and like inside.
Somebody sailed in on a catamaran's compete.
Well, there you go. It could be, it could be the way to go.
That'd be a flex, wouldn't it?
I used to live in a boat back in the day.
Yes, I remember seeing in Sydney, right? Yeah, sick.
The sail a houseboat up there and compete for the weekend. But here we go. Now, this youth, is it the third boulder problem? I think it is the third boulder problem, or the second actually.
The white one's the male second,
second,
and the red one is the male. So this is female and male seconds we're looking at.
At the moment, it statistically it says that this one's very toppable. So we shall see, and as the higher placed semi-finalists come out,
Yeah.
We would think maybe a few more tops on it would come our way.
Yeah, we've got a current 50% top rate on it, so coming into it, so we'll see. Good to see the athlete brushing. I was speaking to someone the other day about the rules about the brushing is that they're trying to remove people jump brushing as well, I believe. So if you're brushing and you jump, it's an attempt. So
oh, really? That's getting a bit techie. Often if you can't touch the holds, but you can brush them. So you can.
I took it as a slam, Jace. I took it as an instant insult.
That's the only way Ian gets to brush, by jumping off the ground.
I know, I'm jumping for start holds. But
well, here we go.
I do think that climbing is one of those sports which is so exciting because they're not scared to evolve it.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Cohen looking strong. On. He's got his hands on the top hold match, and there he is. Awesome.
That's a nice thing.
Yeah, and he was looking strong the other day when he came over for the Queensland Championship. So
yeah, incredible.
Yeah,
I mean, putting a real marker down, which you have to do. If you don't qualify him first, you have to really come out and knock it. Come on.
Absolutely.
Is this Summer now as well?
Now Summer's very strong. She like you said, nice, a top, and I wonder if that was a flash. Maybe not a flash, but a second or third attempt. But looking very strong, Summer.
Yeah, well, that's the thing again. Like, this is the benefit of these sending these young athletes out on these international tours.
Yes.
They have to earn it, but competing around Europe and seeing the different levels and the different styles of gyms and bowls, it just makes you more accustomed to this. This final setup and turning up to a new facility and not being daunted. And
that's right.
Seemed to pay off there if that was a first or second shot at that one.
Well, she's thrown down the gauntlet and saying, "Hey, I'm here to win it. I'm in it to win it."
Yeah,
second attempt. Well done, Summer.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yep. Indigo again.
And Christelle was also coming. Yeah, so here goes Indigo. I think she needs to. If you're one of the athletes I know, you need to at least be getting 2 or 3 tops to give yourself a shot here. I'm looking at this one. I definitely think the first one, after seeing the Mia Summer beta, that it is very toppable.
Yeah.
This one, this final move, I mean,
and
it's going to be interesting, isn't it?
And right now we're all looking at going, oh well, it looks like a little bit of a just walk up there. It's not as easy as that.
Yeah, no.
And the angles are quite deceiving when it comes to the shot from the camera and what's actually happening for the athlete.
Various undulations in the wall angles and things, so you can't really see it. You can see it there, but it always makes it a bit more interesting when you're in house.
Absolutely.
So a minute 20, I think he's been trying the foot stomp and catch in something. Now he looks like he's gone a bit more static.
Yeah.
He didn't still pop that move. Okay, come on, Indigo.
She knows the first part of the problem now, and just needs to turn her hips and ankle across here for this other one. So much more stable, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and I think the difference is between like the Boulder Daniels and Indigos is that, like you say, this one you got 50 seconds on the clock. You need
all 50
time, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Daniel, if he can stick that pop move, it is a couple of power moves. We're gonna see.
And close to a top here, I think.
She has one zone on.
Unfortunately, that fan's right in the way of that last action shot, but behind the fan is the top hold. Oh, wow, he got the stomp move by the look of it.
I offered a grinder, Jess, but I don't think they want us to make machine moves to the structure of the gym. So, yeah, you'd rather have the roof on top for the kids.
I think so. But all in all, still some great action going on. 15 seconds or 10 seconds to go. He's got the zone, so just can't make that move, that last move there. And we've seen some people, dive and do the big bear hug of that big round thing. So this was, and we got the zone. So I didn't see anyone else get the zone, Ian, on this one.
Yeah, no, me neither. That's
so that could bode well for Daniel.
That is the first one. So we'll see. So we're going to see the final boulder here, this white one in the corner.
Now a bit of a slab. Again, starting on the right, moving to the left in the big green dot and half circle there. So
it's kind of a cool set with the crossover, like you say. You can see, like everybody in the one shot here is.
Okay. There's 2 in the. Okay, no, it's not a traverse. So there's 2 in there. So 1 on that. No, okay, yep.
No, yeah. I was going to say you get the female boulder on the white and green, and the male on the black has a white panel on the wall, not a volume as well. The little ones.
Now it's good that now these boulder problems, folks, in the IFSC 5-minute on, 5-minute off format, it's on site. What does that mean? You haven't seen the boulder problem before, and you get 5 minutes to come out, have a little look, and have a crack at climbing the boulder problems. In the other format, which is the final format, you get to view the boulder problems first. So it makes sense for the athletes to come out, have a little look, brush the holds, get themselves familiar, and then still have about 4.5 minutes on the clock. You can see the black tape there, folks, on the right-hand side. The black tape shows where you can't touch the black tape or anywhere outside it. So you can use the arete there for that boulder problem.
Going to see another top here, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, there is just a big barrel bear hug, but just greasing off that big barrel at the top there. But that seemed to be the beta that worked.
Oh, I like the little leg stomp there in the corner as well. That was a nice little
way to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it looks like there's a little jib up there, a little green jib just before the big green one. Oh, and it seems to be the way it might work. Now this slab here, you can see the tape, a bit of an arete compression move for the top, and we'll see. You've got to be careful that your feet don't go around or your hands go around the outside where the tape is. That's it.
That's where you can hit,
yeah.
And then Uma's going to try this in the background.
Oh, this is good. Bit of action here.
She's doing the leg stomp, which is
a little bit more kick with that left leg is needed for a bit more momentum.
See the little white stripes. I'm just commonly in your brain. You're like, oh, it's a white volume, but that's just patchwork.
I was thinking that too. I was like, just use the white hold, but it's not there. Yep, it's just a bit of painting.
Clever use of white volumes, though,
Absolutely.
to make other people think. Because the two little white dishes and lines are just wall art. So it's a real cool gym, and
absolutely,
unique use of it. From here, we're like, oh, there, the spectators too.
Oh,
so Mia did stick that earlier. She got the zone on one of the early attempts, but again, it's now a finite amount of power you've got for such an overhung boulder.
Yeah.
And look, she can corner over IC. There's a big swing next, so.
And arguably she'll need to top both of these last ones really to be anywhere near the podium. So maybe that's on her mind. But I'm sure they step onto the mat to top each one, no matter what is going on. But
I wonder if how Christelle's going in that first boulder as well, because she's another WA who was over in the international scene, and then we've got we're about to see your top three come out next as well. So this is where we should see the finals and the podium position start to switch and change as your top three qualifiers come into the mix.
Yeah, and often that's quite nice for the viewing and the competition. The tops start to roll on.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, you see that difference in techniques and experience, and this is good. And also these age divisions, because they're usually 2-year brackets, it takes a good point to mention that some of these kids might be in this division in their first year.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
Might be in the second year. Oh, he's got it. Looks like he's got it.
Yeah, big move. That's a huge move. Oh, and a top as well. Yes. All right.
Actually, a nice finish there.
Nice at the end there.
45 seconds. So
this is quite delicate, isn't it? Oh, that's powerful.
Yeah, and we'll see Summer take this one on the left next, and then we should see.
Look at that. Just your forearms losing skin. Get your elbows in. Everything. A bit of a knee scum there. I've got a little bit of extra skin. Yeah. It'll all. And in the middle of the competition. Oh, that's it. Come on.
Press into it. You can do it.
Rock over that knee. There we go.
Yeah.
That is great. Good work. Nice and patient and calm on that move, and it paid off.
Yeah, awesome. Chris, is everyone else sat down? Chris looks about 10 foot tall. That was a bit of a quiz,
no, I don't think.
Okay, so now you should see on the top of your screen, you'll see
Summer's out now.
Summer on the slab here in the main screen. Tiana will be coming out, I believe.
In the first one. Now Summer made short work of the first boulder problem. And we'll see. We'll see if she can keep the party going for her tops. The tops party. The tops train.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to say. Is this is sort of not you want to watch almost as the other athletes take their turn break. We're just going to see here.
All right, well, we've got a bit of a Jaden support here on the stream, so great to have so many watchers on the stream, folks. Thanks for joining us. Fabulous to have you here. Make sure you give some shout outs, get involved. It's always great to get a bit of to and fro in the chat. So yeah,
any fun facts you've got, positive info, feedback, news you've got. It looks like we're going to get a flash here as well.
Wow, there you go. That was strong. Yep. Very, very toppable that Boulder problem, as we've seen.
See Summer here going for back to back sends. Oh, nice splits. We can see Summer's in his second pitch on the top. We've got
another one of the WA competitors. Maybe we can get a bit more focus on that one. But
she's
great
taking
shot.
A little rest here. Is she jammed her left hand? Is that hand jam?
Now.
Oh, good use of the heel now.
Oh, that was it. That was, she's nodding to herself. She goes, yeah, that's what I've got to do. So that was great. It's good to see that. Summer flashing the zone. So that still sets her apart from the rest of the competitors as well at this moment in time.
Yeah. So we're seeing the team here go for these. So again,
he's got to be careful of that black tape.
He's gone low there, really flirting with the tape.
Yeah, that is nice. Now,
nice sticking it down. This is sick, a little corner.
Oh! Yep.
And we're going to see our New Zealand athlete rounding out her experience here, Grace.
Absolutely. Well, Cohen's had 2 tops, I think. So if he could put a third top on for this last one, which he looked pretty close that time, he'll be throwing down the gauntlet.
Now, this is, for sure. So we're going to see... Here we go, another attempt on the first boulder as well here. So they're just getting underway with the second attempt. Summer brushing. And we see Summer in the main screen here as well. That male first one's really tricky. I'm looking top box right on the right there. And nobody's able to stick that really just yet. It's such a interesting boulder. Just the one zone by Daniel. All right, so she's in this... position that a lot of the athletes have flirted with, and it's such a negative slide on that foot that you're grabbing an almost non-existent hold. Okay, so come on.
Whoa, that was that was all in on that one. That was fantastic to see.
So really committing move the left ball to this big and then the back catches.
That's
shoulder exploder.
Very strong when it comes to the shoulders, and a big cross move. Now, let's see if Jackson can make this.
Oh, that was clever, but unlucky.
I don't know if that's going to really be doable without the arete, but been proved wrong plenty of times on this before. That's for sure. Yep, Summer just making now a minute and a half, still enough time to get a top, but probably only just as these slabs climb quite slow.
Yeah, I also saw a little bit of a potential move to do on that female 4 is when you push the dome like the normal step back onto the start hold and swing off. So sort of like...
What is she doing? Just sticking a thumb in against the edge there.
And we see Aston there, but we can see this first boulder again, although the next climber did get the zone, not to get the top, so it isn't just a given. It's only one top on that female first and still no tops male first.
Yes.
I think on that green, you're tricked by the zone. I think you push your foot back to the
start, or pushing through maybe with a left hand to the hold and then a right hand pushing against the other one. Yep. There. there you go. Maybe that.
Interesting.
It's all action stations here with this shot, folks. We've got
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Come on. Now, Jackson, this is probably his last shot at this.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, well done. Yeah, very good. On the buzzer beater. And, and he proved me wrong, which is always good.
Hit it. Commit, give everything. Come on. Oh.
All right, a bit of a shout out from Sandra, the New Zealand team, Grace, Luca and Finlay, all the way from the land of the long white cloud.
Yeah, well done to all 3 of them for making the finals. Grace just
absolutely
her session. really great effort. And obviously we've got Luke and Finlay who qualified in the first 2 spots. Will be heading out.
There you go, folks. You can see a bit of the long shot of the gym, and a bit later on you'll see the lead walls as well. So it's a great facility.
So they actually went out in a different order. So Tiana had come out first, so we missed her on her first boulder, and now we're seeing the second WA athlete. So yeah, sorry for the confusion because they qualified in joint position. It's I went by the alphabet, but it was maybe done a different way. So we're going to see again last 4 boulders here.
Summer almost sticking that move. A little bit more momentum to the left.
Mia.
Summer, I can see Summer there, but Mia was on the wall.
Yeah, nice Mia. She stuck it now, and she just stayed over.
Yep.
She is very dynamic, and yeah, like
good.
If you ever check the social media, we always get tagged in stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like some of the things she does is insane. Very dynamic, really good. Finish with a top. This
looking good hit. Just so
arms,
close.
Come on, use the arms. I feel her pain here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Okay. Just there.
Yes.
I'm holding my breath. Well done.
That must be terrifying.
Such a small little.
Now Tiana is
there.
tall on the slab. Another top for the male too. That's nice to see.
Yeah, and you were saying Tiana was had a couple of tweaks on her knees, and
both knees were taped up yesterday. One got just the support today, but she's also was having a bit of form issue. But it looks like it's not stopping her today.
Always good on a slab too. Quite great with her footwork. So that was great. I don't think did she top the first one?
No, I don't believe. No, just the zone on the flash, same as Crystal. See if Olivia can get it, but she didn't get it just yet. So we can see. Well, we can see this male 4 boulder has. Which again, there's only been 1 zone so far. That's all you can do, right?
Yeah.
Go out in top 3. That's pretty epic.
Puts him in a commanding position.
So Mia's brushing. Do you think she's just brushing for the next person? Because there's no way they couldn't have given her the top, could they?
Well, maybe she didn't. We didn't. We missed that. Well, maybe she didn't start or finish in the right way. We shall see. But
she didn't start. That would be
one of the Victorian athletes up. Quite nicely here. Looking one move from the top.
Oh.
Yeah, strong. That's a strong move. All on the guns on the biceps at that point in time. Yeah, the boulder number 1. I don't think we've seen. We've only seen 1 person hit a zone on that. I think.
Yeah, 1 zone by Daniel, and then 1 top by someone on the first. But we've got Olivia here. It's a little bit harder, I think, that first box up bait if you're a bit taller, like Olivia is. Same with Tiana, where the slightly shorter girls have benefited. So use that reach, Tiana. She's very long.
Well, it's always good to see the progress of the junior athletes, and Tiana has I think grown about a foot since we started watching her compete, which is brilliant. So that's good.
Yeah, she does a bit of work with us. Yeah, everyone's taller than me now, but it's just every time a couple of weeks ago, another couple of inches. But it's good to see a lot of these like climbers have all climbed with each other at different gyms, different events, and they're all so friendly with each other. It's another benefit of this youth national system is they all become, although you represent your state, they are all one team for when we progress forward as Australia.
Yes, absolutely.
I say as an almost Australian, I know, but I just got to sing my song. That's all I do.
Ian's doing well. Oh, and trying to miss out that final move.
Yeah, again, that's Olivia maybe using that reach, thinking I can just press into it. Will we see a top on this?
Now, Tiana's made it to this section a number of times. Just there must be some position.
That's the first positive hold we've had on that one. Can she switch back to that press? No.
Yeah, and it's so delicate, those pieces, about a long arm balancing point there with a little bit of delicate feet.
It really is a finite margin.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. All right. Well, We've got the last few seconds here. Maybe still enough time for a quick top, but I don't think that one climbs that quickly. But
So
there you go.
I do believe Mia was just pushing it for the other athletes, which is nice, really nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, that just sort of hits home about the camaraderie they all have.
Oh, well, that's good. That's Mia did get the top on that one, so
Yeah, good on her.
yep.
So it puts her in first place currently with 3 zones and a top.
We'll see what Summer's got here. She's already got a top and a zone.
Yeah,
she's quite a powerful climber, so
you're gonna need at least, I would think. Here's a taco coming out. So this was your first place qualifiers. Now you're gonna see a taco in the female, and you're gonna see Luca coming out in the males. Again, yeah, see Aston, Finley. Nobody zoned that first except for Daniel. So Luca did qualify in first position as well. So if anybody should top these two, it should be these two athletes.
all right. Well, this one's certainly toppable. We've
So
seen
they're
it topped
both
a few
underway.
times. Yeah.
Oh, he nearly got the zone first shot there. That was
I'm not quite sure this
third screen.
the watch will be that useful on this one. Might get in the way, but all right, here we go. Now this is a taco, and she's gone straight up with that beta, which
Everything's a jug if you're.
she's got she's got power to burn. Looking very comfortable right now.
So is he gonna try and reach through as well? We're gonna see Luca just catch this. Yeah,
Oh, strong.
big strong.
Oh,
nearly.
yeah.
But he can do that for sure.
Yeah, he can. And I don't know if he'll be awarded the zone on that one, but we'll see. We shall see. Taco looking good. Now she's just needs to find a comfortable spot
This
here.
is normally.
She's quite good on a heel.
You could finger press that up.
Nice.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And you would expect Taco to be, throwing it down here after winning the Open Boulder Championships
Yeah,
only 2 weeks ago.
In fine Fettel, so
Yep.
we're going to see
Yep.
Indigo finish up her round. Oh, come on, Luca.
Now, Luca, I'm pretty sure Luca did well last year as well. He was across, pretty sure, if I remember.
Yeah, it's good that, shout out to the
Yep.
New Zealanders. I think it's a similar flight from some areas in New Zealand to the Perth athletes as well, which is hilarious. But shout out to them for coming and supporting and being part of these events. It's incredible. And,
Yep.
their contribution is massive, and it's always good to have more top-level athletes in there. So we'll see if Christelle can get this second one. We need somebody to top this second one. I want to see it done. This third boulder in the female zone as well. We see Summers on that one. It's like we've seen a few catch that zone. Mia caught it, and it's a blooming no tops on it. Yeah, it's a really tricky boulder.
So he's certainly achieved the zone by the look of it. So we'll see. Now, he's struggling here in our South Australian athlete. What was his name again? Quickly check on that.
Oh,
Aston. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Wilmot.
Now he did well in the qualifiers, so that's put him in good stead here. Now I think
we can actually see as well. I think what because they're there on the start of the second. It started with her feet fully spread, so it was like one less move, leant back to the start hold, which was quite clever.
Yes.
But still, unfortunately, ended up in the same perilous position. So we'll
there we go. Look like we might have another top.
I think we're going to see this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's risky. Nice.
There you go. Nice. Excellent. Now the WA crew really showing down here, throwing down.
Yeah, well, Daniel hit the first zone, and then the only person to zone the first climb, and now top that. So that's pretty decent. Should be very proud of that. Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't top the second. Oh, he did. Yeah. So Daniel's actually gone zone top, so it puts him in a very good spot. That if he can top the last one, he will actually take over in first spot so far. So Daniel's done exactly what he needs to with one boulder left.
Yes.
So will we see a couple of tops here? So again, we've got your last boulder for the two on the right, and we just want to finish with that positive vibe of a boulder. And remember, if you are at home, remember this is day one of 2 days of finals. We'll be back Sunday where we show the reverse. A lot of these athletes are actually competing in 2 divisions.
Yeah,
So
they're in the lead as well as the boulder.
So you're like, oh, they give all qualifying, then they give all, hectic. Like we saw, give up skin for moves in the finals here, and then tomorrow they'll compete again to qualify for the finals the following day. So it's 4 days of pure action for these athletes.
And they're young and very energetic, so it's good to see plenty of action.
Yeah, they have to be. Thank goodness to them. Yeah.
But the skin does wear out, irrelevant of your age. You've got to manage that for sure. So
yeah, no top on this female Boulder 3 or 2 yet as well, which is very interesting. So I'm really keen to see one. And I mean, for someone like qualified in 3rd, like Tiana, she really needs to hit this now. She's 2 zones. If she doesn't top, you're not going to podium. So it's sort of pressure's on.
Yes,
I think as an athlete, 3 tops is the minimum you're going to need, really.
Certainly in this field for sure.
With top 10 all being hectic.
Well, we might get the team to cycle the scoreboard up every now and then. Now we're coming closer to the end, just to keep an eye on the scores. But certainly Tiana needs 2 tops here to stay in shooting distance of the number 1 post on the podium.
Just stick the volume gently.
Cohen well out ahead. Daniel still 1 to go. So
He could take that top spot over top, which would be good.
Yep. And well, this is great. It's good to see. Like he's got to top the last one to make it work. Action stations.
Yeah, and exactly all to play with. Luca did get.
Oh, we got a top there now. Yep.
Luca did get that zone, by the way, on his last attempt as well. On the first boulder.
Tiana getting the zone, flashing the zone.
Yeah, well, she took a minute and a bit to look at the climb, which is, again, probably saving the energy. I think we're going to see a cheeky top here as well on female 4, which will only be the 2nd one.
And is that Ada, I think? Is it Ada? No.
Yeah. I believe it's Ada.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ada.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Well done. Happy with that.
Yeah,
and
nice.
knocked it over in pretty quick time too, so nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, a zone on the top, that'll bump her up nicely. So 3 minutes left. Again, plenty of time, and there is a bit of this time management, like we always say. If you're at home, and you're wondering why they stood, chalking on the clock. You want to really, 2 to 3 good attempts, especially if you've got a few niggles, and if Tiana's got these few pins, then definitely count your tops and take your chances when you can, and don't overdo it with 50 attempts.
Yeah, and when you've made decent progress as well, you don't need to rush it for the last few goes.
She isn't that a wreck with the volume.
Ah, yeah, that's good. That's nice, and that's get him up nice and high. Oh wow, okay.
Oh, isn't it?
Yes. No. Top it properly. Oh, I don't think that's a proper top.
No,
Oh, they gave it to him.
He's good.
Okay. Well, you've got to control with 2 hands, not just tap it, folks. So
he's left the building. So
he's left the building. So
drop.
Yeah, okay.
He's done.
Yeah, the judges said, all right, we'll let you roll with this. And now,
that's why you see the paddles. They're giving him the paddle when he turned around.
Yeah, that's not a top.
The last one must be the top.
Must be. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I think they've said that's controlled, which is good. I mean, look at him.
Oh, we've got a top on that one.
I would rather see more people.
All right, so Tiana, this is probably one of the high points, actually.
Yeah,
nice.
This is the high point.
All right, there we go. Let's cut to the run and gun, folks, for the top. There we go. Nice. Yes. Woo! Tiana. Now she's thrown it down.
Finally.
Yes.
We see a little bit of a smile on Tiana's face. There's a mum, the team manager as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. Well, Tiana needed that top.
This is what I want to see here as well. That's a top on the 3rd. I want to see a top on the 2nd. Let's get to Boulder 2, and we'll see if we can see someone top this, because this is tricky.
Yeah.
I think, is it Christelle who'll be on number 2 at the moment?
Well, shout out to our volunteer camera team down there in Ballina. They're doing a great job trying to navigate 100 people in the gym as well as get the shots. So they're doing fantastically. So give them a shout out online. They are volunteers, folks, and great crew down there. Part of them are volunteers. Part of them are part of the positive team.
But yeah, I was gonna say they were all amazing, and like you say, like the thing is as well is you've got to remember in these venues, priority has to go to the judges as well. So you have got to weave and dodge judges, not block vision. It's I'd say a thankless task, but we're trying to thank them now. But yeah, it's epic. So yeah, all these shots are brought to you by Spider-Men and women of the industry because they're shuffling around everyone, getting on ledges, doing what they can. But this is a nice angle. Come on.
Absolutely. Yeah, great shot. Now, Olivia.
This kind of shows you that like angle where you're sort of turning a bit. You know, you have to step through, which is.
She needs to spin on that ankle and not feeling that comfortable with it right
my
now.
ankle would have exploded by now. Really strange read on this. 2 seconds left, unfortunately, but.
Hadn't made the. I don't think she'd made the zone in that one. So Summer, this is her last one. Now this is a very toppable boulder for Summer.
And Daniel. So both of these can take first spot by topping these. So this is actually this is all eyes on the right corner here. Christelle's going to take on her third as well.
We might get the scoreboard up just to have a little look. So Summer's within shooting distance of the podium,
Mia at the moment with 3 zones and a top. Summer has 1 top, 1 zone, so she'd need another top to jump to second. And Tiana's got at the moment 2 zones and a top. So if she tops all zones this one, she'll jump ahead of Mia just on qualifying. Oh, nearly in that leap.
It's so committing, isn't it? So Daniel here, folks.
Come on, Dan. Come on, bro. So
Daniel for the win. The top is for the win.
Yeah, no one will catch him if he doesn't.
Yep.
Exactly right.
And then Summer.
There's a little dino. Oh, close.
Now Summer, it hasn't updated Summer's last attempt on there, so maybe the scoreboard's a little bit behind. All right.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
I didn't get a zone. Yeah. Okay.
No. So that's what I mean.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, it's okay, Daniel. Take a sec.
Well, he's made good progress.
Wall, then.
Yeah.
I would be too. Okay, here's attack go. So l'attack.
Let's see.
She has it all in her ass.
Yeah.
A little bit of a zoom in view now. Look at this. Come on, tack. Not scared of a bit of speed on the slab, which is good. I do think sometimes we basically go in reverse when we're on slab. Not, me too, is you not freeze, but you go so slow not to make a mistake. You end up being, well, hang on. Time on wall was 2.5 minutes on my big toe.
Well, we have seen plenty of times the buzzer beater on the slab,
Yes.
Moving fast on it, and then all of a sudden, gets done. Something you were taking 2 minutes gets done in 10 seconds.
Yeah, exactly right. It's nice to see that turbo slab a little bit now.
All right.
So Summers took that first move. Daniel's back in the prize position. So you're going to brace off the big volume.
All right, we've got 2 here. We might see if we can get a taco on the split screen. I don't know if the team can do that. Get some dueling tops. Some are looking good for a top here.
So what they are, so that green holds actually 2 green 360 blocks put back to back with a jib, I think, in the middle.
All right, so Summer.
So going to see Luca and potentially a taco here as well. Come on, Luca. Yeah, he's got. It's crazy that they're just thumb pressing in that under there.
Yeah, wow, okay. A taco in a spot that she might not be able to get out of. Oh.
See a faster step through again though. It's a good adjustment. Come on, Luke. Come on, brother. Let's go.
All right.
Looks like we're going to see a top on Mill.
A top there, and a top over here too. All right, well.
Nice. Oh.
Doing some fancy stuff, but a top, nonetheless. 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes for Ataco, 2 minutes for Daniel.
All right, well, we'll see if the team can get a split screen on Ataco and Daniel because these are 2 tops we don't want to miss. There we go.
Well, either one of these will get you first.
Come on, Daniel. Come on. Oh!
143.
Heartbreaker. He has time. He's just got to get himself sorted at the top there.
And I wonder with the zone. So at the moment he's 2 tops in a zone. So Jaden.
Oh, Taco. Here we go. Worked out the beta. I said it too early.
120 tack. Let's go. Tack.
All right. Daniel knows.
Okay. So he's
what
got,
he has
so
to
he
do.
has got the zone. So I think he'll technically be in first anyway, but he can still be caught. So he needs
this to win.
To guarantee it.
Yeah, to lock it in.
Again, he won't know that.
He won't know it, but Taco
What a performance he's put in as well. You know, he's just.
Yeah.
Tea time. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, come on.
Disgusting.
Come on.
Yeah,
There we go. Oh, that was touch and go right there. That was a great top. Now, did he get that? That black tape was pretty.
No, he didn't touch it. Don't jinx him.
Didn't see it at all.
Taco, I think you're not going to do that now. 30 seconds. No point in trying. Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
I'm just going to try and sprint it. No, she didn't.
No, resting up now. She's absolutely capable of topping the last two, and she'll need to top the last two. It's an interesting one. Throwing it down here. This is the Youth A, folks. The Youth A finals, and Tiana needs a top on this one to get into the lead. We might check in on the scoreboard again, but
well, I can tell you that currently Summer is first place, 59.7 points. Mia is in second spot. And then it's Tiana, and then Ada, and then Atako. But obviously, Atako's still got 2 boulders to go. So once Atako gets her one updated, she's jumped into fourth now. So yeah, Tiana gets this, and she moves into first spot.
All right, within shooting distance, needs a top. That would be great. So the only person then probably within shooting distance there would be Atako. So
yeah, Tiana can guarantee herself a podium with this top.
Yep, there you go. Well, high stakes, folks, here at the Boulder finals, but there's still the lead to go, and we've got the junior. So this is Youth A, and junior a little bit later on. So don't go away. It's just the hits keep on coming. Yeah, a little bit further over.
That's something where she thinks I'll just steady it in a bit, but it's like fully commit, go. Oh, he's got
that's such an exciting move. That one, it's good. Great to see. Oh, just popped out. Put his head back a little bit.
Real variety of boulders we're seeing today. If you've got dynamic slabs, slow slabs. You've got this edgy one around the corner there using the erect. You've got a couple of real power overhangs, some dynamic. Brilliant.
Shout out to the setting team. Yeah, good mixture. Good mixture. All right. Plenty of time for tops here. Everyone just calibrating their moves and what they might need to do. Tiana staring intently at these holes, hoping they'll give up a secret or two.
I think the closest to the top on that female too was actually Mia's when she reached up and on the buzzer and was like, the fast one was just 3 inches short.
Yep.
Really, really interesting, tricky boulder. I'd like to.
All right.
I always think I'd like to, watch back and see the pater.
Oh, that is strong too. Wow. Okay. Now he's looking good here. Just making. It's one big move. He lost that heel look, and he's probably going to regret that now. But here we go. Oh, strong. Oh, there's a top. Did he get a top? No top. That's good. Just peeled off at the end. Heel hook in there. Here we go. Come on. Come on.
You can get the event put.
Yes. Oh, he was like, that was touch and go, but great top, Finley. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, that span is pretty brutal, pretty strong for some of the shorter athletes. Tiana, yeah, nice. Now we haven't seen anyone drop it from here, but I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, Tiana, very good on.
Well, that little bit of extra reach too means that she'll be a bit more confident in that zone.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Well, that guarantees her a podium as well, which is good on her.
Puts her in pole position at the moment. Atako's got the work to do, and that's an unusual place for Atako to be.
Yeah, exactly. She has to back-to-back top now to.
But she, when she climbs, she always looks calm and collected. Atako, whether underneath she's trying extremely hard or just cruising, often you just can't tell. But that's amazing.
Yeah, it's another skill for some of these athletes to be able to do that, where they can just look like they've got another gear.
No, he's not. He's going to quickly change his shoe. He knows the move. He knows what he needs, and
90 seconds to get it.
Yep. It climbs fairly quickly, that one. So, but yeah, sometimes different shoes have different compounds and rubber
Yeah, I'm
and,
gonna say you got
and
that sweet
stiffness.
spot on a soft shoe, or oh, here we go, zone stuck.
Well done. That's strong. Oh,
Well, that's strong.
yeah, come on.
We've seen a few girls get here and then knock it back in again.
Yeah,
Because now it's like a big back move. Come on, come on.
nice. A little heel toe there in the volume in the roof.
She's in a good spot.
Very strong. That's great. And there could be a top coming here. It is a big move, but the hold at the top is not a bad size. So we'll see. Generate. Come on. Come on. Yes. Oh, God. That was so close. No. A little bit of frustration creeping in here. Big breath because this is his last shot, and I'm sure he'll want to get a top.
No.
Yeah, and you can see the
physicality is
yeah.
taking its
We
toll,
might see if
doesn't
we
it?
can swap over to the slab there.
All right,
Yeah.
20 seconds. This is
All
it.
right.
Let's try that new shoe. I swapped both shoes. He didn't want to go half and half.
All right. Well, these are my preferred shoes, the Solution. So let's see if that helps him out here. It's a bit low on the thing, but that might put him. Yes, there we go.
It did help.
Right on the buzzer too. That was only 2 or 3 seconds to go. So well done. What a great top. Changing shoes, bit of spiciness right there at the end.
So now we're going to get to see, Luca do his third climb, the big swing dyno, and attack on her. So basically,
it's an exciting corner to see this one, and this was a heartbreaker. That she battled all the way through here. Oh no,
just kept turning.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Yep. Those the feet came out and helicoptered her off the hole. Now, Atako's a bit shorter on this one, Ian. What do you think? I mean, she comes up with some pretty creative ways to get through, and that was good. Don't worry about me. I'll just blast through.
Well, yeah, Mia got the zone on this one, so similar-ish height, a little bit taller, but we'll see. Atako isn't afraid of a little hop or pop, but Luca made that look like that's all it was. It's a 10-foot swing. I mean, look at where that started.
Yeah, he's strong. That was powerful. Just got to lock in this move. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Good work,
So
Luca.
what's Atako doing? She's going to try and figure herself some sort of new beta.
Yeah, it's
Tough for a short climb.
it is tough, and sometimes that's a heartbreaker, But she did have a boulder problem very similar at the Open Boulder Championships.
Oh, there was the press step, Boulder free,
and worked her way through. So
got on like 16 attempts or something.
we're always amazed with what some of the athletes can come up with, but we'll see if this is the same today. Wow, yeah, that is long. That's a long way to go.
I think you're gonna have to try and figure something different there. Yeah, we'll see. And then we're seeing.
Oh, we go. Yeah, moving nicely here.
It's funny because that move we take for granted, but that's actually a pretty hectic move. The first move. So.
Yeah, and again, still quite deceiving, those white painted pieces on the wall, thinking that they're volumes or a hold, but it's quite good to see. I'm sure oh wow, okay, that was a great coordination move. All right, Atako, see if she can make something out of this here.
Yeah, I mean, Aston can jump up the ranks if he does top, because he went zone top. He could go zone top. Atako needs the zone here. She needs the zone to go to a countback risk, but she really wants the top because she.
Well, this was. We might see if we can get all of the competitors in one shot here.
You nearly.
See if we can cut to. Yeah, there we go, Atako. The big move for her. She did attempt a different style of move there, which I think is probably going to be basically all 4 points dyno from that lower hold, and
it might have to be.
Yeah. Well, she's tried that twice now, and she looked. Oh wow!
Very dramatic.
That's a commitment right there.
The commitment.
Okay, and folks, those mats are pretty good to land on. So
yeah, very soft.
Yep. Atako trying the toe hook now. Okay, this is classic Atako.
Yeah, because this looks more comfortable for me. And then walking out a bit. Oh, 9-foot match.
Oh, wow. All right, well, there you
It's
go.
disgusting.
It's not a zone yet, though, so she needs the
She's
zone.
going to campus swing it through off 2 fingers.
Oh, that is so powerful.
Come on, Aston as well. Finish your round as well. I want to see him and Crystal and Olivia and Attacker go back-to-back finishes here.
Always good to see us send trains. So somebody gets a top, and I think the rest of the energy flows through. So let's see if
well, the 2 fourth boulders are pretty swift. Like 30 seconds is fine for this fall, but I think Attacker's boulder is probably a 45-second boulder. So we see, yeah, we want to see Crystal stick this little handshake. Come on, big hit. Come on, bud.
Oh.
All right, so we're going to see some attack on the Sia now. I think she's just not getting the zone. Will be a bit of a stick for her.
Powering out just a little.
And there wasn't heaps that did get this zone, like just to give you an idea. Tiana's the only top on this climb number 3, and the only zones were Mia, Ada, and then Christelle and Olivia both got it, and then Uma actually got it as well. Shout out to Uma as well. So sorry, yeah, the over half the field hasn't got this zone.
Well, and that's the sometimes people say, oh well, maybe someone taller has a advantage. It can be a disadvantage as well. Plenty of climbs that can be much more difficult for someone who's taller.
Boulder 1 benefited being smaller. I think Boulder 3 definitely benefited being taller for sure. But that's again Root saying has to set these varieties to test all heights.
Yeah.
I definitely think seeing Mia get the zone shows that a smaller climber can. But there's a few elements at play.
Well, we're on our final run into the competition here, folks. Couple of the final athletes. We might get the scoreboards up, see where we stand, because we've got to cycle. Taco and Taco and who?
So we've got Olivia. Olivia's still got one to go. She's on her final now.
Now Olivia's there, then Taco.
And Luke will have it. This is Finley as well, obviously. So Finley and Olivia just trying to round out. Oh, good catch. He caught it low. That was that commitment we're talking about. This is sick. And then that little jib on the edge of the split.
All right, Olivia.
Should be good for me.
Should be good. Yep. But again.
No, I don't.
No, I'm not going to say it. Let's go, Olivia. Olivia looking good.
That's
maybe needs to be over a little bit, but no, made it work. Yep. That is certainly in control at the end there.
I was going to say, that's what I call a nice secure top. Get it, secure it, stay on it, look back. Let's not take chances.
Yep.
Well, that'll actually bounce Olivia up 2 zones in a top.
Really high foot here. Wow, okay. That's some good flexibility there. We'll see if he can pull into this position. A good high foot maybe gives him some stability, but it's a long way to go. Some sort of pistol squat, but he's got the strength and made it work. A bit taller, so he might be able to stand a bit easier for this. Oh. All right, maybe a bit higher next time. 3 minutes on the clock still. He can make it work.
Well, Tiana's won, by the way, as well.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, other than countbacks, queries, and checks, because Tiana did zone 1 and 2, and then top 3 and 4. Attacker flashed 1. Zone 2, nothing on 3, and so all she can do is obviously top number 4, but that would put her in a different spot. And then looking at Summer obviously is finished. She got 2 tops in a zone, so it means that Tiana, other than a countback or a change, is actually
Tiana, Atako, and Summer on the podium at this point in time. That's what it looks like.
Mia is currently there. Come on, Mia. But we would expect Atako to zone. Well, she needs to top. She needs to get 2 tops, and Mia was.
She needs a top. Yeah, well, there you go. Mia holding her own nicely there as well. It's always great to see.
Like a little bit down to the wire stuff. And,
absolutely. Here we go.
So that puts
no. Oh no, Finn. Oh, he's like, yes, okay. I know what I've got to get done.
2 minutes. He'll move up 1 spot if he gets that as well, which all counts. Obviously it's not the national ranking is already elite, but that'll put him into 4th spot.
Yep. So, you know, how does it work? So the international competitors can't take away, obviously, the Australian title, but they can win the competition,
Exactly.
which is always great. And it's fantastic that interstate and the international competitors travel and get some experience, because I think it's great for the sport, and really, you know, shows the skill level and the depth of talent.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, it's awesome, and you know, these are two nations that are essentially sisters. They're so close to one another. It makes sense that, you know, some New Zealand athletes come here and Aussie athletes try and get there as well to keep each other on, you know, on the top level.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, he's got
That's just there it is. Yeah, beautiful. Finn's made the top.
Yeah, great way to finish your final session.
All right, so how does that set him up for
So you
some
feel
of the scores?
4th, ironically.
Fourth.
I don't think you can beat that.
Oh, there you go. Brushing for the next competitor, which is great. Got a couple of minutes to go. So
Fellow New Zealand athlete.
absolutely. I've always said, you know, a little bit of brushing helps you climb at least 1 or 2 grades higher. So if you're in the gym, make sure you get all those brushes and do the brushing etiquette, folks.
Please do, yeah, exactly, yeah. Good brushing.
All right, Atako.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess the thing at this point is Daniel has took top spot in the male division. Cohen's currently in 2nd and Jimmy in 3rd, which is WA 1-2, Victoria 3 and 4 with Jaden in 4th. But Finley will currently jump up a spot, but Luca's still to go. And you would think Luca would top, which would give him 3 tops in the zone, which would put him into 2nd.
Well,
wait, actually, have I? Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, of course, because he's in New Zealand. It's like he could actually jump to 1st for the event, but he obviously can't take the top spot. Yep. I've juiced you all, I'm sorry. But yeah, no. So Luca can still win the event with this top here. But, yeah, he wouldn't get the gold top medal because obviously he's from New Zealand.
Well, we might be able to get the team there to just stay on these 2, because I think they're the only 2 on the wall. But
yeah,
this is a great shot. Yep.
Yeah, this is nice.
Oh, maybe try and get into a spot where someone's not in the way. Cut to the other run and gun. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, so
all right.
The run and gun's in the zone now.
Yep. All right.
So
Yeah.
Going to try
All right.
swing. There we go.
Yeah.
Choose the volume.
Well, you know, Atako does things Atako's way.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I
Yeah.
love the way Olivia
Yeah.
did it with the run pass, which was amazing. And then
Yeah.
Atako I wondered why that volume was there. Obviously, that's there for that. This is. Was it making something harder than it needs to be? But it wasn't. The opposition skipped. Oh, okay.
Didn't
nice.
even need that other hold in that move. So well done, making short work of that. You know, oh, here we go. And
Lucas.
because
he's been dominant
popped at the top. Popped at the top.
Him and Daniel. I mean, a lot of the athletes, they should all be proud of themselves. But a lot of the athletes were. Sorry, we're battling away on this one, and Lucas just seemed to walk up to these last 2 and just, walk up and epic showing. Really bright future.
Yeah, nice. Really comfortable looking on this one.
It just looks like everything he wants to do he knows he can do it, which is a great spot to be in when you're climbing like that.
And he made that look easy, and that's not easy. Like, that's a lot of hip and ankle and knee stability right there, folks. Just needs to stand a little bit higher before he
just needs that last move.
And got plenty of time. He'll.
You can see the clock 3 minutes, so you can see it. Yeah.
I think he'll get that one all right. The crowd nice and quiet here, but listen, folks. Straight after this, we'll be taking a little break, but the Boulder Junior will kick off at approximately 11 a.m. Around about then, maybe a smidgen earlier. So the stream will end, and we'll start a whole new stream. So make sure you grab some refreshments, folks, but don't go too far from your device, because we will be back live bringing you all the action.
He's got it.
Yes, here we go,
He's
Luca.
in
Come
the
on.
highest spot.
Yes. Yeah. Just a little bit straighter on that ankle. And, yep. All right, there we go. There you go. Well, that's our last athlete, folks. There's no more to do. That was the last two. But there you go. That is it for the Boulder Youth A. We might bring the scoreboard up and have a look at what it looks like at the end as you go. But they're a great facility, climbing jungle down at Ballina. You can see it there. Just absolutely fantastic
so
location.
Unique, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just so unique. I was on the boat ramp yesterday and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We got our food truck down there and I was like, oh, we've only had a water food.
Shout out to the crew. It has been a little bit wet there, Ian, but the food truck does some great food actually.
We can plug it as much as we like. Astros Eatery. Google, YouTube.
Get it all pumped up there. But at the Ballina climbing jungle, there's lead climbing, there's bouldering, and if you haven't popped by that facility, folks, it's certainly worth a trip down for the day, or even if you're driving by. It's actually really close. It's like 1 minute off the freeway.
I was going to say, every time I go there, I'm like, you pull off and you think, oh my gosh, I'm here.
You're close. Yeah.
Left, and you go, okay, done.
Yeah, done. Nice.
And it's cool. Really nice team there. I'm always amazed. Every gym I go to, everyone's so friendly, and I always think everyone's amazing. But yeah, Ballina, super nice team, really passionate climbers, and fun community.
Yeah, totally. Well, there you go, folks. At this moment in time, you can follow along too. If you do want to follow along on a live scoreboard, folks, you can go to the Sports Climbing Australia website, and there is a live update scoreboard. And if you're ever interested, you want to know about the rules and how it works and whatever, you can download some of the rules and the scoreboards and the handbook for competitors and all sorts of stuff if you're into it. If you're into it, but feel free to do that. But at this moment in time, Ian, folks listening in, Tiana is in the number one spot for the podium. Atako next, and Summer at this moment in time for the females, posing any other issues, and then Luca, Daniel, and Finlay are on the podium in that order. So well done.
But it would go Daniel, Cohen, Jimmy for Australia.
Yes, yeah. The internationals can't take out the obviously the Australian titles, but
shout out to the two New Zealanders.
Absolutely,
epic.
They crushed it. All right, folks. Well, listen, that's it for this live stream. Great to have you on. Like I said, don't go too far away from your device. We'll be back in about 30 minutes, about 11 o'clock for the Boulder Junior. Ian, it's going to be good. Plenty of action still to come.
Yeah, top 10, here we go.
All right, folks. Thank you. Don't go away. We will be back soon.